for the second time tonight, and the caster for the Hunters Astros game ended up falling through. So now we are here tonight to bring you the Astros versus the Hunters. Now this could be the worst game you have ever seen, or it could be the best game that you have ever seen. It all depends on who plays from either team. You know, the Astros did not put on a great show during the preseason, but they were definitely able to show up in scrims. And then we look at the Hunters, and the Hunters during preseason put on a crazy show. They were down in the first game, lost to the Cobras, and then came back, won 2 games, and won the rest of the series. It was a reverse sweep, and played very, very well. Blue and Feed, how we doing, guys? What's up? How are you guys today? Who do you think is going to win this game right now? Astros or Hunters? Statistically speaking, Hunters are like number 1 or 2 on power rankings, and Astros are last. But everybody knows stats don't mean anything. Could be a blowout in either team's favor. Could be a great game, a super close game all around. Is Isaiah playing? I don't know if Isaiah is playing. If Isaiah is playing, then it's probably not going to be a great game. Oh, did I say that? Sorry, Isaiah. But as soon as I get this room information, we will be going into the game. If he is, then Hunters. Crow said that the Astros can 1v4 the champ league teams. I don't know who's playing in these games, but yeah, you're right. It definitely could all even out depending on who is actually playing. Let me get this link out to you guys real quick. But as soon as I get this info, we will be in 7:30. Yeah, guys, so what it will come down to tonight is the brand new team, the Hunters, versus, as of right now, you know, if you don't count preseason, the undefeated Astros. And more importantly, the championship defending Astros. They won the entire season last season with a beautiful and dominant performance all around. And to see the Astros not on top right now is a little bit concerning, but in the Astro way, you lose a couple of the first games and then you win out the rest of the season. So if that's exactly what happens tonight, be ready for it, and it is absolutely to be expected. So, more than anything else, hoping to get this lobby information. Alright, I think I just got the information. We will go in here and look. Perfect. Alright, guys. Right now, whoever who has it, who is going to win this game? What are we looking at here? Do you guys want are we thinking that this is going to be an Astros win, or is this going to end up being a Hunters win? Looking like the Astros are going to be playing Flaz and TSB Chunky. Now, I have played against this lineup in scrims before, and this was one of the lineups that beat us pretty bad. Flaz is a great player, you know, has very good car control. He's a flashy player, and just good all around. And TSB Chunky is more or less the exact same. And I think It's going to be awesome to watch what these two teams can bring to the table, especially against a great Hunters team from what I've heard and what I've seen. I think this game will go on to a 6-hour OT. Oh, blue, and if that happens, I'll give you $1 million. Actually, I take that back. I will not give you $1 million, because last time I said that I'd do something, people actually kind of guilted me into it. So that's not going to happen. But it would be crazy if they did go into a longer overtime. That would be awesome. Ryle, what's up? Atomic, what's good, bro? You said my name. $500,000? Oh, dude, I wish. But for right now, we are just waiting on these Hunters. Not sure where they are. Well, you never know. Somebody a couple days ago, I was talking big and I was like, there's no way that you can do this or this or this. And I said, if you do this, I'll give you my car. And they did it, so kind of a crazy coincidence. They coming. Hunting is a slow process sometimes. You're absolutely right. You know, they must have caught like a buck or something, and they're just trying to drag it back to their house to disinfect it, then eat it. I don't know what. I don't know what's going on here. Hunters, where are you? If anybody here knows where the Hunters are. Love you, Isaiah. If anybody knows where the Hunters are, please tell them to come here. Hope they did not get lost. Let's see if they're in their server. Are you clipping that? Get out of here. Does not look like they are in their server. So now we are waiting for 2 AFK Hunters. There they are. There's one. Now we're waiting for another Hunter. Are we waiting for Kickin? Or are we waiting for Volt? That will be a big question here. Volt, it looks like Volt's coming. One moment. Volt, you're going to have to make sure that you send me your YouTube information as well, because I want to make sure I point people to your channel to go check out your montages, because I've looked at the past couple montages that you've made, and they're pretty sick. And there you go. Volt is in the game. Does he still have the Viking tag? Who, Volt or Kickin? Kickin does not have the Viking tag. Volt is on the Vikings now, and so is Bean. Volt and Bean are legitimately teammates in another league, so their chemistry is probably and hopefully going to be unreal here. You know, hoping in resulting in a big Hunter win. Or it could work against them, and they could have too much chemistry and not enough, and it could all just fall apart to these Astros. Looks like the game is going to begin right now. Big Will, what's up, dude? Good luck to Bean Ross. Absolutely. Bean put on a show for us the other day, so hopefully he can do such a thing again. Flaz, look at Flaz sporting this pretty purple and pink car. Big fan of Flaz has here. Starting off strong. The Astros looking like they are not willing to give up on offense. And the Hunters taking full advantage of the fact that they have just given up on offense here. Hunters looking to take some time. Flaz knocking it down to the other side of the field for an Oh, Flaz has to take a little bit more time on that. And a shot from Chunky. Astros are really just laying on the shots right now. Looks like a wide open goal for Bean Ross, and he is unable to put the ball into the net. Just does not get the touch that he wanted. Astros getting the ball over the last of the Hunters. Hunters playing some defense here. Is that a pass out to Flaz? Flaz taking his time here. Can get the ball in the net. He does not get the ball into the net. Volt is going to attempt to get the ball out. Flaz with a phenomenal little challenge here. Can he put the ball to the net? He does! The Astros starting off strong. Flaz putting the ball into the net for a 1-0 score from the Astros. Flaz just taking his time there. You know, doing what he does best. Being Flaz. And gets the ball into the net. Second kickoff of the game. Flaz is able to stall that out to center. Bean Ross taking his time. Is he going to be able to juggle it on Chunky? And he is unable to. Bean Ross kind of merging away from the ball. I'm looking to definitely see what Volt can do here. Volt with a phenomenal... Wow. Volt is just putting on the moves right here. Look at this. That's a move that you don't see very often. That's definitely got to be a little clip or something. Volt with a great goal, lots of focus, the up, the down, the everything, and the Astros are able to win kickoff. Chunky looking to center this ball for Flaz. Flaz is there and lays one onto the net, and Bean is able to make that save. The Hunters looking to bring this ball down to the other side of the field. Skips it over one. Can Bean lay a pass up for Volt? Unable to. Flaz brings the ball back down to midfield. Can Chunky clear that out? Flaz is the one that clears that out. Beautiful pass to Chunky. Can Chunky go in and knock it out? Can Flaz get the goal here? He can! A great little roll by Flaz in the air on a pass from Chunky in front of their net. Leaves the Hunters with no idea where the ball is going to go. Great focus from the Astros, laying the ball into the net and just putting themselves ahead. Great kickoff from the Astros. And another shot. Flaz is just crazy putting these shots on the net. Chunky not able to get the touch that he wanted, but still able to keep the ball on their side of the field. Flaz going up to touch the ball. What is Flaz going to do here? Flaz lays one on. A beautiful save from Bean Ross to prevent a 2-2, 3-1. My fault. 3-1 lead there. The Hunters, in Hunters fashion, you know, are down game one, and they don't hit that off the backboard. Volt was unable to make the connection that he wanted, but gives a great little pass to Volt. Can Bean tuck that into the net? Volt looking to make a great aerial right here, and Volt gets it off of a fake. Great score from Volt. When is the next competitor game? We actually have a little bit of a break for right now, but I believe that the schedule for tonight is Cobras, Bears at 10. And then... Oh, that's not what you guys meant. But later tonight, we will have Cobras and Bears at 10. And then I'm thinking that we will have Bears Astros. Astros will come back to do what they want to do best and what they need to do in order to win. Bears Astros tonight at 10:30. And then potentially a Armada Wolves game. They're the only other team that has not played yet. But to this, 2-2 with 1:40 left. At this point, it is going to be the team with the better challenges and the better teamwork and great passes. And the occasional demo that is able to win this game. A great 50 from Bean to knock it down to the other side of the field. A great block from Flaz as he is able to get this out. What can Volt do with the ball here? Puts the ball over the net, but Bean gets a demo, but Flaz not able to make the contact that he wants. Hunters marching down to the other side of the net, and Flaz just cannot make contact with it. A great shot from Bean. Well executed, took his time, got the touch that he wanted, and Flaz just flipped at the wrong time. This is the first game, Bunny. It is still 0-0 in the series. Astros are down by 1 with a 2-3 score. Chunky looking to bring a pass to Flaz, and a great save from Bean. These Hunters are going to have to hold the Astros off for the next 52 seconds, and if they can do that, they will take game 1. And, you know, as everybody knows, you know, game 1 is a big game because this really, you know, will determine the morale for the rest of the game and more importantly, really is able to just, you know, you get a good feeler from how the other team plays. A great little air dribble here from Volt, unable to meet with the net, but Bean Ross not getting the immediate touch that he wants, but definitely going for chances right now. The Astros have to do something if they want to take this game right here. Flaz is up. Can he put the ball in there? He does! 3-3. Flaz with the clutch goal with 13 seconds left to go in the game. Great pass by Chunky. Bean gets a bad touch and just posts the ball up. The ball just had Flaz's name all over it. 7th kickoff of the game. What can the Astros do with this? Can the Hunters hold off and into overtime, or can they convert on a goal right now? Bean Ross going up. Can this be a pass to Volt? Volt knocking the ball up, does not get a touch. We will go into overtime. Ryan, thanks for being with us. I hope that you have subbed. I hope that you are here for some fun. We have a real nail biter here, or not a nail biter anymore. A great touch from Volt right here to get the ball over Flaz, and Bean is just there to finish it. What a goal from the Hunters. The Hunters are really coming out here to just show why they are the dominant team in the competitor league. I wouldn't count the Astros out, though. You know, the Astros are going to be able to take that game to be able to figure out what they want to do better in the next game. You know, they came back with 13 seconds left. Flaz had a totally clutch goal, which means we know that he has the clutch gene. And just looking to go from there. Bean Ross and Volt are a deadly combination. And it honestly seems like Flaz and Chunky are as well. But Bean and Volt are certainly there. Volt says he has no flow right now. He hit a clip-worthy shot earlier. He was able to fake out Flaz on that last goal. Crazy. Clutching is genetic. Actually, it is completely genetic. It's a psychological thing, but I won't get into that right now. Anyways, we head into game 2. Hunters up 1 to the Astros that are 0. This is game 2. Can the Astros take property of this? They can! Chunky taking control of the Hunters' mistakes. A whiff there from Bean. Volt just swings right by it, and there you go. Seriously, guys, thank you for the 50. That is crazy. For anybody else that has still not subscribed or followed or done whatever, give us a little something right now. Go ahead and follow us. Let us know what you're thinking. You know, this will be your place to see all of the games that I stream. Most of the other games will be done on Dirty Surfer's stream on Twitch, but for right now, this will be your platform for catching the games. And as I'm talking, Bean Ross lays one into the net to equal the score, 1-1. The Astros and the Hunters game is shaping up to be a really good game, as opposed to the potential terrible game that I thought it had potential to be. Not that I thought it was going to be a bad game, but it could have been any game. Looking like Chunky was able to center this here. Flaz going up for a shot. Unfortunately, is not able to connect on the side of his car as he would have needed to hit that shot. Chunky looking to center the ball here for Flaz. Did not get really the touch that he wanted. And now the Astros are left keeping the offensive pressure. Can he continue to do this? Chunky is there. Flaz goes up. And Bean gets a great save. Just enough to get the ball out of their side of the field. Volt lays one onto the net for the score. I'm not really sure what the defender was doing there. Chunky was kind of just laying along the side. Went for boost over ball. Not a phenomenal choice, knowing that Volt was right there. But more than anything else, the Hunters are up 2-1 with 3:35 left in the game. Astros trying to keep with here. Astros completely avoiding the ball back on their side of the field. This Astros team just keeps putting on the shots. Let's see how many shots they have right now. They have 3, so not that many. But it looks like the Astros are just consistently keeping the ball on the Astros side of the field. My fault. The Astros are keeping the ball on the Hunters side of the field. Boost over ball is the best philosophy. It really is, Zenko. You're completely right about that. Because if you have boost, you can potentially stop the ball, regardless of where the ball is. And I would take those odds any day of the week. Bean and Volt looking like they're becoming a little bit more mechanical right now. A good match for Volt and Bean, to be completely honest. These Hunters are just keeping the midfield challenges at a maximum and taking their time and their patience in order to get the right hits on the ball. Like I mentioned earlier, the Astros are keeping the offensive pressure, but they haven't scored because they're not making the right touches and the right hits on the ball. But the Hunters are. They're taking their time. They're really, figuring out what the touch they need to make is. They're waiting for those passes. They're waiting for the other team to be out of position and fall out of what they need to do. An unfortunate, weird double commit from the Hunters. Not really the touch that Volt wanted there. It leaves the door wide open for Chunky to be able to score here, making the game 2-2 with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. 5th kickoff of the game. The Hunters have won it. Can Chunky make a mockery of the Hunters right here? He is unable to. Volt taking the ball down the field, flips it over one. Chunky went for boost again, but this time it pays off for him. It is a 1v1 down the field. If Flaz was a little bit closer, he might be able to do something with it. Can Flaz do something with it here? Oh, that's not Flaz's goal. That is Chunky's. Chunky with the immense focus and touch here. It was definitely a team effort by the both of them, and I'm not sure why Flaz didn't get that goal, but doesn't really matter because it went in, right? Now it's starting to look like the Astros have had a total change of pace. And as I'm saying that is just the easiest goal that you will ever hit right here. Volt with the fake. Flaz with the ghost touch. Could have sworn he went right through the ball there. Regardless, it is 3-3 with 1:37 left. Both these teams want this game. Great weight from Chunky. He backflips. Flaz is not there to capitalize on that. I do not think that I am jinxing your team. I didn't do that either. That was all your players, Isaiah. What a shot from Volt, and just super unfortunate from Chunky. You know what? I'm just gonna commentate what's going on now. I'm jinxing the boys. See, it's, the boys just aren't doing what they need to right now. Astros need to start getting some shots on the net. The Hunters looking to take offensive pressure on the ball right now. Bean does not get the center that he wants, and Volt was there waiting for the center, but did not get the opportunity to do exactly what he wanted. Volt staying with the ball here, keeping the pressure on. The Astros are super grouped up right now, and if Bean can make that save and a blam down the field, they are certainly going to be looking in better shape right now. A great 50, a great save from Volt. Volt goes for the boost. The Hunters now looking like they are all grouped up. Not really sure why that is, but a great pass, and Volt keeping the patience. I guess it does pay to double commit on the ball. Great pass from Bean. Volt just tosses the ball in the net. Now this certainly is not the end for the Astros with 31 seconds left, but the chances are certainly slim. And if nothing else, Bean! Wow, did not go for kickoff there. Pass to Flaz, but Flaz overestimates it just a little bit. And now the Hunters take control here on offense, looking to put one more in to put the nail in the coffin. Astros have 10 seconds left here to make something. And it just does not look like it is going to happen. And it is certainly not going to happen now. The Hunters are up 3 with 5 seconds left to go. Phenomenally played by the Hunters. Well done by the Astros. The way that the Hunters are playing with each other right now, waiting for each other's touches, is just something that has been unmatched this whole game. And now it is certainly not going to happen. The ball is down, and the Hunters will take game number 2. And we look at the stat lines, and the Hunters, you know they're making the right touches, because Volt went 4 for 4, and the Vikings, and Bean went 2 for 2, had 2 straight across. Zenko, this is an actual season game. In fact, the game that you played the other day was an actual season game that counted towards points towards the end of the season. So, you should probably ask your GM what's going on with that for you to not be informed. Harry slacking. You have a slacking GM, Zenko. Hate to say it. Guys, for everybody who is watching right now, subscribe. Get us up there in subscribers, in followers, in everything. And guys, third game here. Astros versus the Hunters. Who is going to win this game? Who is going to take the last game of the series? He should listen. That sounds like an inter-team thing. Sounds like a Falcons issue, not a Nolan issue. Dude puts a dart on the net, and Flaz is there to be able to save that. But Volt definitely taking his time. Great save from Flaz. Looked like he was going to put the ball in the net there for a second. Chunky and Flaz are certainly going to need to keep up the pressure here, like they did in the first game, to be able to take this game and not be shut out in the series. Volt taking his time here, getting the 50. Chunky misses the ball. This is wide open for the Hunters, and the Hunters decide to take their time. Can this be a pass to Volt? It is not. And there is nobody back, and Flaz lays one on the net. Not able to put it in. Bean is just there. Bean is such an offensive and defensive presence on the field. He can do it all. He does it all. And as I'm saying, he does it all. He puts the ball in the net. Doing it all. Makes the save. Makes the 50. Makes another save. And just puts the ball in. Phenomenal job by Bean, knowing exactly where the ball is, having all of the awareness as to what he needs to do, and just making the right touches. Bean makes another touch, and is that potentially going to be on the net? He misses the ball, and Volt is unable to get there at the time that he is needed. But Chunky making the block. Flash, is the shot on? A great save from Volt, knowing exactly where the ball is. Bean needs to clear this ball fast, and Volt needs to bring the ball down to the other side. This team needs to reset, and as I'm saying, they need to reset. Chunky makes a beautiful 50, saucing it into the net. What a job by Chunky. 1-1, 3 minutes 28 left to go in the game. Absolute banger, and some would even say a clanger. The Hunters don't really seem to have an issue with, playing only defensive or only offensive. This should be a pass for Bean, but Chunky got caught on the wall and couldn't even make the save on that. That's so unfortunate, because Bean should have been there, and that should have been a pass for Bean, but Volt decided to stay with it, and that's the reason that ball went in. Seriously, I have to agree with Bunny here. Bunny mentioned that Flaz has to wake up a little bit, and Flaz was playing very, very well the first game, and not to say that he hasn't played well since, but you can see that the electricity is not as much there. I think as soon as Flaz takes control of this game and starts going for the shots that he knows that he can hit, and really starts playing as a team with Chunky, that is the moment that they are going to be able to win this game. And they have 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to do it. These are the new Astros. Yako, don't you feel just pleasured that you're a knight now? Yes, Yako. Flaz making a pass out to Chunky. Unfortunately, he hits it off of himself. The Hunters making the right touches here once again. Not able to make the ball head down to the Astros side of the field, but the Astros taking the ball down to this side of the field. It's Chunky is here. If Chunky is here, he can put that in. Great save from Volt. Hunters need to take advantage of that immediate save and really need to put that ball into the net, but that is okay. Not the touch that Bean wanted there, but if it can be salvaged by Volt, Volt passes it down to Bean, and Bean is just not there. Great 50. Volt is going to have to do something here. That ball is 50 towards the net. Flaz is not there for it. Bean lays a shot onto the net, and this could be the Astros' opportunity. If Flaz had only stayed with it a little bit more, he could have had the opportunity to juke out Volt. But right now, it is looking like the Hunters just not able to convert there. But the Hunters are really just looking to make the touches that they need to in order to keep the game going. They're not looking for another 2-3 scores. They're just looking to end the game at this point. And you can see from right there that they are taking their time. They don't have a care in the world. Volt going for a phenomenal shot. Oh, what a shot from Volt! The misguided ceiling shot. Falling off of the wall, going for a wall shot, and just makes 50s the ball, makes a block on it, and that is well done by Volt. Volt, I have no words. You consistently surprise me when you play. And Volt and Bean are not there for that, but if they are able to keep this ball on the Astros side of the field for a little bit longer, that should be a wide open net. Volt puts it top again. But these Hunters are just not letting go. And Flaz and Chunky are really going to have to start getting something going if they want an opportunity to... It's going to be hard to get something going, you know, with this detriment of 3 points, 26 seconds left. And quite honestly, looking like they're playing demoralized. I don't think I've seen one good push from the Astros yet this like last minute and a half. It's definitely not over for the Astros. You can definitely still take this game. They just need to keep with it. They need to stop playing scared. They need to really get into it here because they're double committing. Listen, Isaiah, I'm just saying what I see. And now the game is over. The Hunters will sweep the Astros. Astros have a lot of work to do, but as soon as they get on the same page with each other, they will absolutely be a top-tier team. And quite honestly, I think if they weren't demoralized the first 2 games, the Astros definitely could have taken this game because they started off strong, and they just were not able to match the Hunters' energy coming into this. But congratulations to the Hunters. A 3-0 sweep of the Astros, and just well done overall. 2 players that seem like they're on the same page on things. Bean Ross is Pog. You looking at this man? He's everywhere. He's doing everything. Volt goated. Bean Ross is Pog. Tell me what else you need to hear. Guys, other than that, I believe that I am also going to be streaming the Bears-Cobras game at, I want to say, 10 o'clock. I can check for you right now. Hold on. Hold please, hold please. I am not making the Astros feel bad. Unless somebody else is, but... Alright guys, so tonight at 10 o'clock, we will have the Cobras versus the Bears. And that promises to be a great game because those are 2 very good teams right now. And after that, we will have the Astros versus the Bears. Hopefully, the Astros will come in with an idea to redeem themselves. So, Astros, best of luck to you guys in your games later. Bears, I will be looking for something phenomenal from you guys. Guys, if you are still here and have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Get us more subs so you can get the content here first and see when we go live immediately. Thank you guys very much for your time tonight. Have a wonderful night. And guys, I will be back later at 10. Tune in for those games.